Thank you for joining us on It's Your Money. I'm Kirsten Joyce. From major baby formula recalls to new ways of educating our teens on good financial habits, we are covering it all today. First, for any future traveling you may have planned, higher prices can quickly turn that getaway into a budget nightmare. So here's a few smart booking strategies that can save you hundreds. Many families spend months budgeting for flights and hotels, but experts say that's only part of the equation. Hotel prices fluctuate just like airline tickets, and waiting for the right deal can make a big difference.
And there are apps that will track prices of hotels that you're interested in booking so you can snag it at the best possible price.
Consumer savings expert Andrea Warrock suggests Trivago and the Hotel Tonight app. Travelers can also save by looking beyond the room rate. Some hotels charge extra for parking, Wi-Fi, and breakfast, while others bundle those perks into the price. Do you want access to a luxury resort without paying luxury resort prices?
If you're going to a destination and looking at a resort that has that amazing pool with a water slide and other amenities, but you just can't fit that into your budget, you could still enjoy that by buying a day pass through resortpass.com.
And then book your budget-friendly hotel for those overnight accommodations to get the savings. You can also book blindly, she says. Try Hotwire's Hot Rate. This won't share the exact name or exact location of a hotel, but it will give you the general area and the star rating.
If you choose at least 3, 4, or 5 star, you know you're getting a higher caliber hotel, and this is going to give you significant savings. They also offer this for car rentals as well. I've used it for both instances, and it's always turned out to be great.
And don't forget the expenses that often sneak up on travelers after they arrive. Meals, snacks, activities, and entertainment can quickly derail a vacation budget.
Think about everything you want to do, and then use daily deal sites like Groupon or Living Social, and type in the destination you're traveling to.
And another travel tip, search for destinations with free activities. We're talking beaches, hiking trails, stargazing opportunities, which can stretch vacation dollars even further. Avelo Airlines returning to Las Vegas with a new nonstop route to North Texas. The airline will begin service between Harry Reid International and McKinney National Airport November 12th. Flights will operate 4 days a week. Introductory one-way fares start at $99. Frontier Airlines expanding by launching new routes at Harry Reid. The new nonstop flights are to Kansas City and Detroit. This comes after the airline added flights to and from Nashville. These routes previously operated by Spirit Airlines. The new service offering fares as low as $39. Frontier is also making some upgrades, including premium and first-class seating options beginning later this year. Major online retail platform Shopify is making a significant change aimed at cracking down on illegal vape sales. This after pressure from a bipartisan group of state attorneys general. 8 News Now reporter Nick Summer with why taking one marketplace offline, some say won't solve a much larger problem involving illegal products reaching our kids.
This may look like any ordinary disposable vape, but experts say many of the brands most popular amongst teens aren't even authorized for sale in the United States. The concern now isn't just what's inside these devices, it's how easily they're being sold online.
These illegal vapes are an epidemic right now. They're threatening our communities, our children.
Buying almost anything online has become easier than ever, but according to a new Reuters report, Shopify is preparing to ban all vape sales from its e-commerce platform. Experts like Rich Marianos, former ATF assistant director, says it's a step in the right direction, but only one piece of a much larger battle against illegal online vape trafficking.
What it does is puts other groups that ship these devices on advisement that if you do, law enforcement is going to take it serious. The federal government is going to take it serious.
Mariano says illegal vape products are manufactured overseas and not authorized for sale in the United States, yet continue to flood the online marketplace. It's estimated the illegal U.S. vape market is worth roughly $9 billion annually, with many products bypassing licensing requirements, age verification, and federal regulations.
A lot of them are just coming in through illegal cargo, disguised in different platforms. Some are disguised as toys coming in from China into the boats and the ports.
Among the most commonly used brands are Geek Bar, Elf Bar, and Lost Mary products that have not been authorized for sale.
And these products that are criminally flavored, and put out in the terms of Razzleberry and Gummy and Captain Crunch are all designed to addict kids.
And according to the most recent CDC National Youth Tobacco Survey, more than 1 million middle and high school students use e-cigarettes. More than 113,000 Zwilling brand electric kettles being recalled. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the handles can loosen or separate, causing them to spill those hot contents, posing a huge burn risk. The company received several hundred reports of the handles coming loose with some second-degree burns as a result. Stop using the product. Contact the company for a full refund. Millions of drivers may be putting themselves at risk without even realizing it. New data from Carfax shows a surge in backup camera recalls. Here are some steps to take to make sure your car is safe.
Backup cameras have become second nature for drivers, helping prevent accidents in driveways, parking lots, and busy streets. But new data shows a growing problem.
Carfax data shows nearly 7 million vehicles are on the roads right now with an unfixed backup camera recall.
And Wynn of Carfax says that number is climbing fast.
There's actually been a startling jump since the beginning of the year of about 1.5 million vehicles.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, backup cameras are a critical safety feature, reducing serious injuries, saving lives. But when they fail, the risks go up.
So these recalls stem anywhere for the ranges of issues from blank or distorted screens, for instance, frozen images, intermittent camera failures.
In some cases, the image can lag or disappear entirely, like a recent recall impacting more than 200,000 Teslas. The issue affects a wide range of makes and models, in part because backup cameras have been required in all new vehicles since 2018. And as cars get more advanced, so do the problems. Even worse, many drivers may not know their vehicle is impacted.
Even if a notice goes out to people, they very well may miss it. So the best thing to do is to go online and check. You can do it for free immediately at carfax.com/recall.
Here in Nevada, about 57,000 vehicles have an open backup camera recall, including nearly 38,000 in Las Vegas alone. Experts warn these failures can happen without warning.
And here's that website one more time. Go to the Carfax Recall Check website, enter your VIN or license plate number. The FDA investigating an outbreak of infant botulism linked to some baby formula after a fourth infant hospitalized with a rare illness. Babies in California, Pennsylvania, and Washington State all getting sick after drinking Nara Organics whole milk organic powder. Now, the company has voluntarily recalled the impacted formula as a result. Infants especially vulnerable, but we're told that if treated early, they can make a full recovery. Your credit score is a vital part of your personal finances. So how can you get your score where it needs to be? Today, some important insight from one entrepreneur who's helping people learn important budgeting skills.
For many people, credit scores can feel confusing and intimidating, but Cynthia Chin, the founder and CEO of Kickoff, says understanding how the system works can make a big difference. It's something she had to learn herself.
I was a 17-year-old first-generation immigrant who came to the U.S. with no money, no family, no friend, and obviously no credit, but just 2 suitcases. So I had to self-educate on this pretty complex credit system so that I could navigate it.
That experience eventually led her to start her own company, helping others build credit. She says the first step toward improving your score can happen today.
What's actually on your credit report? Maybe you will find nothing. So your credit invisible, which is not good at all because lenders and landlords just cannot locate you.
She also recommends carefully reviewing your report for any mistakes.
You recognize that it is a legitimate debt. And if you do recognize it is your debt, make sure that the payment information reported is accurate, because sometimes lenders make mistakes.
Very often, debt collectors are willing to give a discount if you ask, and it is tax refund season, so if you're getting one, you might want to use part of it to satisfy some of the collections accounts. Another big factor, how much of your credit cards you're using.
If you use more than 30% of your credit limit on your credit card, that is considered high risk by the credit scoring model.
Even dropping it 100 points in a month. She says improving credit isn't about perfection overnight, but about building better habits over time. And once you've cleaned up your credit, you can strengthen it by adding more positive records. Kickoff offers a credit builder account to establish monthly payment history, as does Experian Boost.
Experts do recommend check that credit report regularly. Always pay your bills on time to build a stronger credit history. Access those credit reports for free at annualcreditreport.com. Coming up, many teens turn to social media for all sorts of information. We'll tell you about a new partnership hoping to spread financial literacy. It's never too early to start building good financial habits. Experian is teaming up with Snapchat to bring financial education directly to the app's youngest customers with a new AI-powered tool aiming to make money management more accessible.
For many teens and young adults, social media is where they turn for information. Experian hoping to use that habit to help improve financial literacy. The credit reporting company now partnering with Snapchat to offer an AI-powered conversational tool. It can answer questions about credit, budgeting, identity protection, other everyday money decisions.
Social media is one of those ways that we can do that, and in ways that people want to receive it. And so it makes great sense to work with Snapchat.
Senior Director of Consumer Education for Experian, Rod Griffin, says the goal is simple: meet people where they already are. He says financial education has changed dramatically over the years, with younger generations expecting answers immediately, often right from their phones.
They want information when they're standing on a street corner at 1:30 in the afternoon, when they need it because they're going to a meeting or going to make a decision. And we have to be there for them.
Users who see the Experian icon inside Snapchat's chat features can ask questions such as how to get a credit report, what a credit score is, how to improve it. The information is general in nature, but it serves as a starting point for people just beginning their financial journey. The tool targeted toward Gen Z. Experian says 80% of Gen Z consumers report using social media regularly, making Snapchat a natural place to deliver the information. Griffin says those lessons are needed long after students leave the classroom.
Part of the challenge with building financial literacy and with financial education is that you don't have a captive audience. You have a captive audience when you're in school. When you get to be 18, 19, 20 years old, you graduate from high school, go to college, you still need the information. We need to be there where you want the information, and we have to have the right information.
Whether it's choosing a credit card, shopping for insurance, or building credit for the first time, Experian hopes putting financial education into a familiar app will help young adults make smarter money decisions.
And users looking for more personalized information can certainly go to Experian's website for additional resources. Still to come here on It's Your Money, hidden gold. How much is that heirloom worth inside your jewelry box? Well, we'll introduce you to a tool to help find out. Plus, sophisticated scams, how to protect yourself from those targeting looking to build your wealth. We'll have it all still to come. More people are trying to build wealth through investing, especially younger adults. Business experts warn that a surge in first-time investors also fueling a rise in sophisticated scams. As social media is now the top tool used to target people, here's a look at some of the red flags.
Searches for how to start trading for beginners with little money have exploded, a new generation of investors jumping into the market. But financial experts say many are being lured into so-called pump and dump scams, often involving penny stocks.
So what they do is they buy a lot of stock of these not really liquid companies. And when they start to buy, the price starts to climb. And then they try to convince beginner investors, people who have no real experience, to buy these stocks, pushing the price even higher.
The FBI says complaints about pump and dump schemes have surged more than 330% in the past year. The scams often start on social media.
For example, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they form WhatsApp groups This is very similar to investment club scams, for example. So they try to convince you to join a kind of an investment club or a WhatsApp group.
Once inside, scammers may claim a stock is about to skyrocket because of secret news or an upcoming breakthrough. Another red flag, unusual price movement during quieter trading periods. Scammers also rely on urgency, trying to convince investors to act before they have time to think.
They want you to act immediately, and then if you are you have these FOMO, fear of missing out, then you will maybe buy the stock, and then you are going to be trapped in this scam.
Legitimate investments don't require split-second decisions. If someone is guaranteeing huge returns with little or no risk, that's another major warning sign. Broker Chooser reports investment scam losses reached nearly $3.9 billion in the first half of this year alone. The bottom line before investing in any hot stock tip: verify the company, research the facts, and never let fear of missing out override common sense.
Analysts at Broker Chooser say investors should be particularly cautious of companies with vague promises and secretive leadership. The FDA upgrading a recall of Zapp's and Dirty Potato Chips to the highest warning level. There's a reasonable chance that consuming these products can cause serious illness, even death. UTZ Quality Foods voluntarily recalling the chips after learning a seasoning ingredient can potentially contain salmonella. So don't eat them. Contact the company for a full refund. Millions of us sitting on hidden cash, not even realizing it. Jewelry tucked away in those drawers. It could be worth a lot, especially as gold prices have hit near record highs. New tech making it easier than ever to find out what those pieces of jewelry are really worth.
It's the jewelry you don't wear anymore, the pieces sitting in a box, a drawer, maybe even passed down through generations. But what many people don't realize, those items could represent real money. Nidhi Singhvi says billions of dollars in gold are essentially being overlooked inside American homes.
It is hiding in plain sight, idle and untracked.
As gold prices climb and household budgets tighten, more people are taking a second look at what they already own, treating jewelry less like sentiment and more like a financial asset. But for years, selling it hasn't been so simple. Traditional options like pawn shops or local buyers often leave people questioning whether they're getting a fair price. That lack of transparency has kept many from even trying. Now AI is changing that. Platforms emerging that allow users to upload a photo of a piece of jewelry and receive an instant valuation based on real market data. Singhvi calls it the Robin Hood for jewelry.
What we want to do is we want to start with knowledge, the data, right? What is this piece? What should be its value?
Originally from India, gold is a huge part of her culture. She co-created the business Unvault to help people figure out the value of their gold pieces. The platform has already processed more than 75,000 valuations and tracks more than $50 million in user assets. The process is designed to be quick and accessible, often delivering results in under a minute. And if you do decide to sell, the process is built around transparency.
The entire process is on camera. So we send you the entire video of us opening the box, authenticating it, weighing it, and the entire video is with you to see and just ensure that everything was done correctly.
Still, experts say deciding to sell is personal. Jewelry often carries emotional value, not just financial worth, and that may be the biggest shift. Simply understanding that what's been sitting untouched could actually be part of your financial picture.
Experts say even if you're not planning to sell, it is worth getting a precise valuation for insurance and financial planning purposes. Still to come, we've got some new restaurants opening downtown. Why owners say Vegas is the perfect spot to open up and expand. A viral burger brand opening its first permanent location in downtown Las Vegas. NADC Burger, located on 6th and Carson. It stands for Not a Damn Chance Burger, co-founded by pro skater Nene Williams, acclaimed chef Philip Franklin Lee Williams, telling us he just knew Las Vegas was a great spot.
We're a chill spot, good vibes, good times, very well executed burger. Delicious, and I just hope they enjoy what they eat here and come back for more.
And he does plan to expand across the valley. Congrats to him. Also in the Arts District, Meraki Greek, now open near Commerce in Charleston, their 6th location in the valley. Thank you so much for watching It's Your Money. You can stay up to date on 8newsnow.com.